All right, hey VC, I'm Jamie. Welcome back. We are back with another video. Two for this one. We've got VCLT and an unboxing and kind of a mini unboxing on this one. First off, the very generous VCLT from a good friend of mine, John. Now, John is from my hometown, and John's a very, very good friend of mine, and he doesn't have a YouTube channel or anything. And I'd like to get John on and just chat about blues music. John is quite a blues fan. He's also a good blues harmonica player, a pretty good blues harp player. So I'd love to get him on to a chat, but I think he's a little camera shy, so we're working on John. But John had mentioned he had seen an online auction for a particular album. Asked my opinion. I said, "Oh my gosh, that's it's a terrific album," and it was an online auction, but it was sealed. It's a reissue, and John was able to pick it up and gave it to me. So again, John, thank you so much. More than generous, and what a classic, Muddy Waters, folk singer. So this is a 2013 reissue, I believe, on the DOL label. The hype sticker says Deluxe Gatefold Edition, 180 gram HQ Virgin Vinyl. The fourth studio album features Muddy backed with Willie Dixon, Clifton James, and Buddy Guy. This album is Waters' only acoustic album and is presented here featuring 5 bonus tracks. So how awesome is that? So yeah, they picked this up in an online auction. Don't know the circumstances surrounding this, if someone had owned it and never played it, or what exactly the circumstances were surrounding it, but that's the track listing there. And this is I've heard this album before, never owned it, but gosh, Muddy Waters, folk singer, how fantastic is that? So let's take a look inside. So this has again, it is obviously a reissue, 180 gram vinyl, but gatefold as well. So, and with 5 bonus tracks, that is awesome. And that is one nice thing about some of the reissues. I don't really have a problem with putting on extra bonus tracks, considering, what we do pay for new vinyl or reissued vinyl. If you can, put some bonus tracks on. Why not? So here we go. So there is the gatefold there. Muddy Waters, Willie Dixon. And of course, gosh, Buddy Guy there too. Man, very straightforward gatefold. Okay, let's take a look at the vinyl. So pops out like this, and a nice lined sleeve for the vinyl, and 180 gram it looks like on the DOL label. So there you go. And it's interesting with many of these reissues, I find the labels very plain. It's interesting. You think they would have a little bit more fun or a little bit more creative with their labeling, but often with these reissues, the labeling is pretty plain, pretty straightforward. Okay, so I'm certainly going to be enjoying this one, especially checking out the bonus tracks here. There's 2 bonus tracks on side 1, the same thing, a Willie Dixon track, and then You Can't Lose What You Never Had. And then bonus tracks on side 2 include My John, The Conqueror Route, Short Dress Woman, and Put Me in Your Layaway. I love it. Fantastic. So yeah, and in great condition, sealed, never been opened, so wonderful. Thank you again, John. This was very generous of VCLT. I really do appreciate that. Okay, and I picked this up. I hadn't realized this had been released. King Crimson. I do like to keep up on their the Elements sets, and so this is the 2020 tour box. Now, of course, King Crimson, I'm not sure if they really played any dates in 2020. I know they were going to be going on a big tour for 2020. The thing is, with these books, they're often, or with these 2 CD sets, they've had a couple of them out, and often it's not necessarily music from that particular year. So in this case, contains 2 CDs, 28-page tour book, and according to the hype sticker, 2 CD collection of extracts, elements, and studio recordings, alternate takes, live tracks, rehearsals, and finished recordings from 1969 to 2019, much of it previously unreleased on CD. So yeah, I was just not sure if they were going to release one for this year, since 2020, certainly in the music industry world, has been very much put on hold, but I guess they decided to put one out. So there you have it. Let's take the shrink off so you can check this out better. These are interesting series, the Elements, where it's almost kind of, I don't want to say a mashup, but it's almost like in the style of the Frank Zappa releases, where you might just kind of get a snippet of a song into another snippet, mixed interestingly, not necessarily just in concert stuff. It can be studio stuff. It can be a lot of previously unreleased and just sort of put all together in a very unique way. So not a typical sort of tour kind of thing. I don't know if you'll be able to read that. And this follows the style of these just nice little 2 CD in the book form like this. So let's pop this up. And of course, unfortunately, with the size of these books, they lay the CDs on top of each other. As you may recall, I'm not a fan of that presentation. I just don't like having to fuss with the CDs like that and CDs laying on top of each other. I am not a fan. But continuing with the series, and then the booklet simply slips in like that. I don't know if you'll be able to see that. And maybe I'll be able to take the CDs out and show you the picture behind. And sometimes with this style of case or jewel box, sometimes it's very tricky to get these CDs out, or that it can be kind of a hassle to put them back in. So that's kind of nice. Nice photo there. Yeah, so sadly, I don't know if they did play any dates early in 2020 for King Crimson, but I know they were supposed to be embarking on a big North American tour and that sort of thing. So here we have this, containing more of the unique artwork, and these booklets are pretty nice. Usually kind of just spotlighting all the material that's involved. Not super comprehensive, but pretty workable. Great 2011. And usually packed with some nice trivia. Band with 3 drummers. And of course, all the King Crimson stuff that you can get. And there is lots of it for sure. And there's an example of the other tour elements, or the elements in the series going back to 2014 to 2020. But as I mentioned, I was not certain that they were going to release anything for this year, but I guess they've decided to go ahead with that, so we'll certainly enjoy that as well. Lots to enjoy. Again, thanks so much for dropping by. And again, thank you so much for my recent subscribers. Thanks for people checking out my videos. I really do appreciate it. And thank you so much for subscribing. And I do hope you enjoy the videos. And we'll chat again really soon. Take care. Bye-bye.